What if I told you that in World War II, a secret American unit fought the Nazis using inflatable tanks, fake radio chatter and sound effects, no guns, no bombs, just art, deception and imagination. They were called the Ghost Army, and their mission was to trick Hitler's forces and save Allied lives. The birth of a strange unit, by 1944, the Allies needed every advantage. The US Army decided to create something new, a top-secret deception unit. The 23rd Headquarters Special Troops was born. Its members weren't ordinary soldiers. They were artists, set designers, sound engineers, and radio operators recruited from places like New York art schools and Hollywood studios. Their task? To create illusions so convincing that German scouts would believe entire divisions were in the wrong place. Inflatable armies, the Ghost Army carried rubber tanks and inflatable trucks. They'd set them up in open fields, painting shadows to make them look real from the air. They laid fake tire tracks, built wooden artillery, and even positioned dummy soldiers to complete the illusion. From above, German pilots saw what looked like massive Allied formations and reported them as genuine threats. Sonic deception. But visuals were only part of the trick. Sound engineers recorded tanks moving, soldiers marching, and trucks unloading, then blasted those sounds through giant loudspeakers, carrying up to 15 miles away. At night, enemy scouts would hear the rumble of engines and the clang of metal, in places where no real troops existed. Radio trickery. The Ghost Army also ran fake radio networks. Operators studied the way real divisions communicated, their slang, their timing, even their Morse code rhythm, and then mimicked it. German intelligence intercepted these transmissions and believed they were authentic, reinforcing the illusion. Saving lives in action. One of their greatest moments came after the D-Day invasion. The Allies needed to convince the Germans that a massive US force was preparing to attack elsewhere, drawing them away from real troop movements. The Ghost Army rolled out their inflatable tanks, blasted their sounds, and filled the airwaves with fake chatter. German commanders shifted units to counter a force that didn't exist. In one operation along the Rhine in 1945, the Ghost Army's deception convinced the Germans to hold back thousands of troops, while the real Allies crossed the river with far less resistance. Historians estimate their illusions saved tens of thousands of lives. A secret for decades, the Ghost Army's missions were classified for over 40 years. Most of the world never knew they existed. Even their families often didn't know what they had done. When records were declassified in the 1990s, their story stunned historians. They were not just soldiers, they were artists, creators, and innovators who turned warfare into theater. The Ghost Army never fired a shot in anger, but through courage and creativity, they saved countless lives and helped end the war. Today, surviving members are celebrated as heroes, proof that imagination can be just as powerful as firepower. Follow Time Chronicles for more untold stories from the hidden front lines of history.